It's a Twin Cities icon, but it didn't have to be a spoon in a cherry. Think about some of Claes Oldenburg's other sculptures.
The opportunity came along starting somewhere around the middle 70s to make these very big works for public places, which I have been doing with my wife, Kosha, since 1977. The whole idea of scale is very exciting. When something gets very large, you can't tell what it is if you're very close to it. When you're a child, you are immediately aware of this mystery because you realize that if you hold a thing up like this, it's very big, and if you put it over there, it's very small, and there's no explanation for this. And you wonder why things that you see over there are smaller, and if they are smaller, you don't even know. So the whole thing is kind of a mystery. There are a number of associations that Kosha and I make whenever we come to a site, and these are very free associative, and they're not necessarily shared by everybody in the community. It's something that we see, and because we don't want to make a very obvious emblem, we want to make something that somehow fits in and that people can complete by themselves. Many things I remember seem to turn out to be fictional, but I do remember somehow that some Swedish descent, people of Swedish descent pretended to find a Viking ship somewhere in Minnesota. So the association of a Viking ship, a lost Viking ship, is in there. I also had associations with lakes in Minnesota, and the spoon is very much like a lake. And it can also be identified with a canoe, an Indian canoe that's pulled up on the shore, which has a shape somewhat like that. And then there were lots of other things. There were ducks and things all flying around in the imagination. As I say, these associations fasten themselves then finally to some kind of an object, which is a starting point for a dialogue.